If you're looking to start or grow a business, Powered by Lackawanna is the ultimate business tool. From lending, capital, and economic incentives to mentoring, training, and support. Log on to poweredbylackawanna.org and get started right now.
My uncle, who was then president and running Mart's Bus Company, gave me a great opportunity. He said, Frank, if you'd like to come back and try it, let's see how it works. And if you like me and I like you and you like the business, maybe we can work it out. And if we don't, go back to California, which I know you love, and have a good time. Well, I came back, and in fact, he, at that time, Mart's had the run going from here to New York and Atlantic City, what we call line service, scheduled service. And he also had what was called the White Transit Company, which was a local transit company. Back in those days, private operators ran local transit. So he put me in semi-charge of the local company, and my desk was right in his office, so I could learn as much as he would have time to show me, and he had plenty of time to show me. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, as fate would have it, he was killed in a helicopter crash. And I was here, and the next day I was running it. But I don't think that I was ready for it, but apparently I had good people around me that helped me get ready for it after this happened. When I made the decision, along with some others, that we should expand our market, I didn't like the idea of expansion only in one market. I wanted to be in at least two markets, for two reasons. One, if the economy goes down in one, and I could never see Washington closing down. I thought there'll always be good things, or there will be things happening there. And I had two sons. Let's have two companies. That was the second thought in my process. So we opened up down there, and from there we bought another company in Washington called Gray Line, which we then formed together. And then we had a company which we bought in Fredericksburg, and started one in Fredericksburg. I would say it was calculated entrepreneurship. I like to expand. I was young, much younger then, and I like to expand. And I had people around me say, well, now let's calm down a little bit here. And so we did, but never fall in love with a deal and admit you made a mistake, and don't try and make it work if it's obvious it's not going to work. Because everybody can be wrong, and don't be afraid to say you were wrong, I made a mistake. One of the businesses we went into was the repair of equipment, buses for other companies, for collisions and damage and rehabbing and that kind of thing. And we had little or no experience in that. I had one man that had done some of that, and we went very heavy in that. We opened a facility in Fredericksburg. We opened one in Orlando to do that work, and we did reasonably well until we really sat down with a pencil and figured that we were not spending the right time at the right place. Let's spend our time in running a bus company and not a repair shop. So we closed them, moved out. We have sold 3 companies, and we have become, let's say, better operators to get more out of what we have. Well, first off, I don't think anyone shouldn't try. You don't know that much about yourself to know you can't do it. And if you start off with saying I can't, then I think you've defeated yourself. So I don't think that's even in the script. What I found, because Frank Martz suddenly passed away, and I was thrust in that position, I found that I needed people, which you often hear that people made me what I am today. But I formed an outside board, an advisory board. It wasn't made up of our lawyers or our bankers or anyone. Totally outside people that I knew would give me totally their advice, not with any baggage as to why they're giving that advice. And that was extremely important to me, to have someone to bounce off some ideas and to get that back. Plus the fact that, you know, we wouldn't have anything if it wasn't provided by the people in this valley. I mean, we would be gone. But they were there to provide the patronage when we provided the service. When we were having a tough time, they were there to help us. We've always felt that we don't owe it to ourselves, we owe it to them. The employees and the people of this valley made us what we are today.